5 essential qualities of the National Junior Honor Society. First up is Malcolm Shannon, who will be sharing his thoughts on scholarship.
Good afternoon, parents, teachers, faculty, and staff. My name is Malcolm Shannon, and I'm here to share my view on scholarship. Before I begin, I would like to congratulate our new inductees. I know how much you guys have worked, and you truly deserve it. Scholarship is one of the 5 pillars of being part of NJHS, along with service, leadership, character, and citizenship. To be a scholar, you must have the desire and love to learn. You must be able to put in time to reading and studying. To be a scholar, you shouldn't focus on being taught, but you should focus on learning. You may be thinking, what is the difference between being taught and learning? When you are taught, all you must do is sit and listen to a wiser person than you, and you learn, and taking information the same way that person knows it. If you learn, you can pick up information and know it the way you want to know it. Not all scholars have to do with learning facts and information. A football player, for example, has to be a scholar on the pitch to know when to give the right pass, when to take the shot, or simply when it's the right time to run. For a football player, knowing and mastering these things can make him a scholar on the pitch, the same way mastering facts and information can make students scholars at school, teachers scholars at school, and maybe some parents are scholars in their work. I would like to leave you with this quote from Sir Francis Bacon, who said, "Knowledge is power." Thank you. Now, I would like to introduce Thomas Champy, who will be sharing his thoughts on citizenship.
Hello, I am Thomas Champy. As the 35th President of the United States once said, "My fellow Americans, ask not what your country can do for you. Ask what you can do for your country." In John F. Kennedy's famous speech, he was challenging Americans to be better citizens. I stand here today for the same reasons. Being a good citizen every day, wherever you are, or whatever you participate in, will create better relationships, provide more contentment, and help mold you into a responsible, respectful, and considerate person. Practicing good citizenship in the form of loyalty, high regards towards liberty, taking responsibility for your actions, and are all important. Applying these in your daily life will help establish respect with others and creating a strong presence. Additionally, getting involved, supporting others, and being respectful are all part of building a better citizen, ultimately a better you. So, I challenge you, think of citizenship in a different way. Think of citizenship as a chance to build a strong relationship, create lasting friendships, and experience more of life's opportunities. Think of good citizenship as stacking the odds in your favor. Thank you. Now I'd like to introduce Nadia Zahid, who will share her thoughts on leadership.
Good afternoon. I'm Nadia Zahid, and I'd first like to welcome and congratulate all of our NJHS inductees. I'm here to share with you the value of leadership. Leadership. It's no easy task. For some, the word may be frightening. For others, it's an opportunity and a chance to rise to the occasion. Regardless of your point of view, I'm sure many of you wish that someone could just hand you an easy-to-understand, almost in a recipe-like format, on how to be a good leader. So here it is, the recipe for leadership. You first need one large and full heart filled with vision and filled with desire to serve others. Next, you will need one body filled with confidence in what you do. And finally, you need one mind that is ready to foster change, that is ready to communicate, and is ready to do what's best for the team. Directions. Before mixing the above ingredients, make sure you separate your ability to communicate into 2 separate bowls. Make sure your ability to listen is twice the amount of your ability to give direction. Melt away your desire to dominate and replace it with a need to empower and communicate. Add zest, not lemon or orange, but zest for leading, filled with passion, enthusiasm, and gumption. Toast and honor your teammates for their hard work and accomplishments. Dissolve your fears and take risks, keeping in mind that there are chances you may fail and that it's okay if you do. Even the greatest chefs have their failures. Garnish with your honesty, care, and kindness. Simmer all these necessary qualities over a long period of time. Remember, this recipe is a work in progress. Please note, these essential qualities or ingredients for leadership are not available for sale anywhere. No credit card, cash, or money order can buy these essential qualities. These qualities are homegrown, fostered, and developed. If one were to purchase such items, the price tag would be beyond measure. As General Mark Welch of the U.S. Air Force once said, "Leadership is a gift. It's given by those who follow. You have to be worthy of it." Fellow NJHS inductees, I encourage you all to focus on developing these skills as you journey as a newly appointed NJHS member. And appreciate how precious, valuable, and priceless being a leader can be. Thank you. Now I'd like to introduce Lina Alamari, who will be sharing her thoughts on character.
Thank you, Nadia. Character. What is it? What is it to others? How do you know if you have good character or bad character? To me, character is something that you do. Character is something that, sorry, a little scared here. Character is what you do when no one else is looking. Character doesn't mean you have to have a 4.33 GPA. Character doesn't mean you have to be the best at everything. Character isn't giving, sorry guys. Character is doing something out of the kindness of your own heart. I know everybody can always stay clean. I know everybody can't stay perfect. I know I'm not. But doesn't mean just because you're perfect or not perfect doesn't mean you have good character. Good character is owning up to your mistakes. Good character is admitting that you did something wrong and admitting it. Face it and say, yes, I did something wrong, I am sorry, and I'm ready to take the consequences. Bad character is when you act a certain way to one person, but do something completely different to another. Bad character is saying something different to one person, then going online anonymously and say something completely different about that person. Bad character is when you pass answers around when you're taking a test, even though the teacher's not looking. Even though everyone does it, doesn't mean you have to. I'm going to leave you with this. Look at yourself, look at the people that you hang around with. Are you showing good behavior and good attitude? What was the behavior and attitude before and after you had these friends? Do you need new friends? Thank you. Now I'd like to introduce Fuzail Shakir, who will be sharing his thoughts on service.
Good afternoon, everyone. It is a popular belief that the value of a person can be judged by the value of the person's ability to reciprocate and give back to the world. It gives us an opportunity to express the simple lessons that life has taught us. Now, there are two basic kind of individuals. I know that I am making the two most common generalizations here by stereotyping a human race that has been proven impossible to stereotype. And at the same time, I'm catering to the human tendency to group things. There are those who seek to serve themselves, and there are those who seek to serve others. All of us, every single one of us here, to some extent, are a mixture of both these desires. Now, don't get me wrong. These are not my ideas, but merely facts that have been repeated over and over again in every walk of life, in every single life. The word service today is very narrowly defined. Volunteering at a social event, donating funds to a charity, or mowing your neighbor's lawn. Today, I hope to expand your notion on service, make it more peripheral, more extensive. Service is not just a solitary thing or a single event. It is not something that you do because your parents or your teacher told you to. Neither is it something that adds ink to your CV or glitter to your showcase. It is not the ego-amplifying self-satisfaction or a story to tell your grandchildren later on. Service is a sincere gift of yourself to others. It is the honor of being bestowed with the opportunity to better a life beyond your own. The willingness to work for the benefit of those in need without monetary compensation or without recognition, now that is a quality of service. Mother Teresa, a bastion in the field of service, was God's gift to humanity. She dedicated a major part of her life in serving the socially deprived, the poor, and lepers, to name a few. She was the beacon of light that shone through the stormy hours of destitution. Now, I hail from a nation teeming with those not as fortunate as I am to be living abroad, away from the hardships of life, in an air-conditioned room, with electronic breakthroughs at my discard. Last Ramadan, a holy month in which Muslims fast from dawn to dusk, I had the opportunity to serve at a local mosque for iftar, or the breaking of the fast. Hundreds and hundreds of ravenous men, women, and children, too poor to afford their own meal, flocked to the mosques to fill their rumbling stomachs. For me, every evening was spent in giving back, as the cliche goes. But it is much more than that. Every evening spent taught me something new about the people or the human rationale that we seem to take for granted. At first, I was quite frankly astounded by the amount of good left in humanity. Of the countless that came to eat and drink, hundreds and hundreds more were there to serve them. To those who claim to have witnessed some of the greatest sights in the world, there is nothing more moving than the wordless expression of the one you have the opportunity to serve. The National Junior Honor Society highly regards the ideal of service, and anyone who has participated in the process of giving back knows why. To wrap this up, I would like to leave you all with a quote from Mahatma Gandhi. the best way to find yourself is to lose yourself in the service of others. Thank you.
Okay, so this is the part we want, that they're all nervous about. And I'm nervous about. Okay. Adam Abasi. Sienna Abasi. Raisa Abasi. Andrew Abajaru. Tarifa Abul Hamayel. Tanya Aludin. Leanne Albakuthi. Wateen Awad. Caroline Babin. Michaela Brady. Srivatsan Chakravarti. Bridget Chamberlain. Shrishti Chitlangia. Nayun Choi. Maha Chowdhury. Aziz Fauzi. Kevin Huang. Manashi Jayabharati. Joel Mahmood. Rizwan Mahmood. Sayuri Moodley. Julian Alham. Sandeep Sana. Vignesh Sela. Emma Vatipka. Chan Wong Wan. And Mingy Yu. Ladies and gentlemen, the 2013 NJHS inductees. Being aware of the honor which is given to me, by my selection for membership in the National Junior Honor Society, I'm committed to maintain high scholastic standing, to strive at all times to model strong character, to endeavor intelligently and courageously, to be a leader and a good citizen, and to give myself freely in service to others. I pledge to uphold the high purpose of this society by striving in every way, by word and by deed, to make its ideals
the ideals of my school and my life.